Well, good afternoon everybody. I hope everybody is well. Welcome back to my channel. My all your 100 subscribers, cannot believe it. Welcome back. The reason why I haven't been on, I haven't been well again. Suffering with some more digestive problems, and I think I had food poisoning as well. It's either food poisoning or a smelling bug, so it didn't. I've still got lasting effects from that. And the weather has been absolutely atrocious this time. But hey-ho, I'm here. I'm back out. We're in the middle of our school holidays here. This is our second week of our Easter holidays, and so I thought I'll go out for a wee toddle today, because I think this is the best day of the week is going to be. The weather's not really good for this week, so I need to take a chance and getting a video done for you guys. Hope you guys have been well. Really miss going out and about for you. You know, it does me the power of good to get out and about into the fresh air. And it is a wee bit, it's a tad windy, but it's not as windy as what it was over the past couple of days there. So yeah, it was kind of windy, blustery and things. So yes, I've got one person to thank for my extra 3 subscribers from last time, and that's Robert Adair. Don't know how he managed it, but anyway, hey ho. As for the park run, I am going to do it either the end of April or the beginning of May. I'll need to speak to one of the organisers to see how I'm going to record it for you guys. I'd like to record it, but whether it's just going to be the start and then in the middle and then at the finish line. I'll just point over there, it's now. Hi there. We're just heading down towards the distillery. Oh, I need to get up here because there's a big lorry coming. Oh man. Big old lorry coming there. So that's one thing you need to sort of like watch when you're coming down here for a walk. Make sure you be careful of the traffic. I've never met a lorry like that before while coming down here, but so you need to stay on the side, on the left side off the road. Keep safe. There's still work going on down here. Still building the extra bit onto Dalmore Distillery. Not sure what the completion date is, but even from here, I mean, look at the view of the Black Isle there. You know. But we're going to go to the right hand side once we get past this wee junction bit, and I think it'll be a tad windy down the Yankee Pier, but we'll see how it goes. Right, I need to cross over this bit down here. It's been a while since I was down here with you. We still can't go the normal way, which is that way we used to go. We used to go down to the bottom there and then turn right and then go through another gate and past the old house. But now we have to go behind all the buildings here. There's glimpses of blue sky, I can see it. Our holiday is getting closer and closer now. I think we're into the 92nd day, I think. 92 days to go to our big holiday. Not long. Getting excited, trying to get everything ticked off our list. The things we still need to do, but we'll get there eventually. I'll try and get him done this week because hubby is off work. He's got a week off, so I'll try and get that done to this week. And then we'll be 2 weeks into April left, and then we'll have all of May, and then all of June. So it's about 11 weeks, basically, left to go. You know, so it didn't take long to come round. I can't think of anything else I've got to tell you. Unfortunately, we've lost a few people over deaths and things, and you know, it's Alistair Rind. He was the councillor. He was the founder of Alistair Rind Funeral Services in Tain, and so he's a great loss to the community. You know, we lost one of our volunteers, another volunteer in the Heritage Centre, unfortunately. So my thoughts go out to her family. I lost my uncle. He passed away also, so we're need to go to his funeral at some point. And I think it's week on Saturday, I think, in Dingwall. So yeah, it's not been a great year again. You know, it's the first of everything's for Dad. You know, you know, it would have been his birthday, the 22nd of March. It would have been their 59th wedding anniversary on the 25th of March. So yeah, he's missed every day. I miss hearing his voice. You know, going to see him and his daft sense of humour. You know, he was full of devilment. You know, but however, life goes on. You know, we've got to look to some kind of future. You know, it's not going to be the same without him, but you know, we can't dwell in the past. What's done's done. But that's meant to say we won't remember him always. You know, we'll always think of him. Oopsie. So trying to keep Mum going. She hasn't been well either. She's been in a lot of pain, unfortunately, but I think she's getting there now. So trying to keep her spirits up and her going, and you know, and I'm glad that she's still going out to her wee clubs and things, and you know, she's in so many committees, and but that keeps her going. You know, keeps her mind active, keeps her involved with people. You know. So we're coming down to past where the old house was, the abandoned house that was here for well over, well, it was abandoned for well over 30 years that I can remember. Anyway, so of course it's demolished now. Oh, it's gutty down here a wee bit. So you just come up that way. These lovely big trees around about here. Beautiful, lovely hearing all the birds singing, and coming out to spring. All the flowers are coming out now, and the buds are coming on the trees. It's just amazing. Okay, so we'll go through this gate. What's happening here? Oh, there we go. There we go. Hi, mate. Hey there. There we go. Right, this is the way to the Yankee Pier. Down here. This would have been the gate we would have come through the old way. It's all overgrown now. It's all It's all been caged, sort of like fenced off a bit. It was nice walking past here because you got the view of the Black Isle. Shall we go? I think we'll head down to Yankee Pier. See how far we go. This is a rubbish bin which hasn't been emptied in a while, looks like. So I can't see the point in having it been there if they're not going to empty it. Talk about bins. In the local area, have you all had your letters about your extra bins we're getting? Which is absolutely ridiculous. I can't see it working, to be very honest with you. They've created, they're trying to recycle as much as they can, but yet they've created new 2 plastic bins. 3 in fact. So your blue bin is now going to be for cardboard and paper, I think. Your green bin is now not going to be your refuse bin, it's going to be another recycling bin. And then they've got another grey bin, which is half the size, which is smaller than your green bin. It's going to be your new refuse bin. And then we've got another wee bin for food waste, for inside and outside. So you've got one for inside and you've got one for outside. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I can quite understand the bin men, or refuse collectors, should I say. They're up in arms about it because it's extra pickups, it's extra bins they need to do. You know, everyone's going to get confused as anything. It's just going to be absolutely mental. Just mental. But who are we to argue? This is Highland Council. We've got new neighbours, and where they used to come from, they already had a food waste bin. So they're asking me, well, where do we put our food waste? And I says, well, you put it in your green bin. Everything gets chucked in there. But we're so far behind. But they have a massive bin for their food waste, and we're getting a wee totty wee square thing. So I don't know how that's going to work. So yeah, look how much flooding's been here because of the wind and the rain we've had. Oh, it looks as if there's an accident. Oh dear, that's not looking good. Oh dear, somebody's broken down with the toot. So I'll just carry on down here. So yeah, this is not normally flooded like this, but the wind we had was unbelievable. It really was bad. So my girl is away swimming with her best friend today, this afternoon. So I hope she has a good time with her best friend. We with 2 supports. Well, it's our best friend's auntie and other friend. So I hope they have a really good time. Herself needs to get used to other people, you know, to behave in different ways. And I know when she's with me, she behaves in a different way. She knows how to play with me. She knows how to press my buttons. But she's not always going to have myself or hubby, you know. So she needs to get used to being with somebody else and, you know, behaving in a different way. She's not bad behaviour. It's nothing. It's not like lashing out or kicks or, you know, she doesn't hurt herself or hurt others, you know. She's just goes in a gurn, goes in a mood, she refuses to get up, you know, and it's hard to get her back up again on her feet when you're by yourself, especially when she's getting taller now. She's stronger than me. Very stubborn. She's got hormones raging around her body at the moment. So, yeah, so I find it hard to control her by myself now. Unfortunately, whew, that's quite a long walk. There's somebody coming with doggies. Well, there's the progress. I don't know if I can zoom in on this. Try and zoom it in. There's the progress of the new building that's getting done at Dalmore Distillery. I actually managed it. Wow. Right, we're going to keep going. So it's coming along, but I don't know when, as I said, I don't know when the completion date is. Sorry, I keep jumping from one thing to another thing. It's actually not too bad down here today. I thought it would be much windier, but it's not actually too bad. So yeah, so as soon as she gets used to sort of like being with somebody else and, you know, having to behave in a certain way and things like that, and the better, you know. So I hope any locals or non-locals, whatever, want to enter the tug of war for the gala day, and if they were interested in making up a float, you know, for on the Saturday, on the 29th of June, please go into the Heritage Centre where you'll get forms, and you can do that there. They have other things on throughout the, I think it's a Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I think. So, but I can't remember what's on. But if you want to go into Heritage Centre, I'm sure they'll be able to tell you, or go on to the Allness Gala. I think they have a Facebook group or page. They'll be able to tell you what's happening. This is a nice walk down here today. I'll stop in a minute and I'll turn round. We tried to go down for a walk down to the old Kiltern church in Edmonton, but the path was sort of quite flooded a wee bit, so we didn't bother. But Lexi loves going round churchyards, or, you know, there you go. It's nice. It's a bit dark looking. The lights, the sun's sort of like going behind clouds or whatever, but yeah, so we didn't bother. So she wanted to go around the spooky churchyard, as she calls it. She's got a thing about Halloween, as you know. Gosh, we've got a wee while to go. Didn't realise how long it was to the Yankee Pier, right down to the bottom. On last Thursday, myself and my girl, with a support, went for a wee run, and we ended up in Golspie, and we had lunch in the car, which was nice, and then we went for another wee drive. Well, I think on the way to Golspie we seen some herring cows just past Embo, the turning of the Embo, in a wee single track road, and we've seen seals. I think it was Loch Fleet, near Loch Fleet, I think, and there was a ruined building, but I don't know what it was. I would like to know what the building was. But go around this bit paddle. Ooh, there's starting to get windy now. We're in the middle of the firth, nearly. Oh, well, not quite, but you know, we're quite far out. Can't believe this walkway is still here, you know, it hasn't eroded away over the years. Probably has a wee bit, but you know. I used to come down here on my bike, and I've seen me having lunch down here by the shore. It's nice to get away from all this for a wee while, just to get out in the wilds, get walking about, fresh air in your lungs. Especially when the weather's unpredictable, you know. Oh, nearly there, guys, nearly there. I was getting a wee bit stuffy staying in the house. You know, and my girl wasn't well either at the beginning of the week. So you had to stay in to keep out of the way of everybody. The wrong side, I mean. Oh gosh, getting caught over. It's starting to get dull here now. It's a wee bit brighter than what it's actually saying in the video there, but we made it to the end nearly. Hoping to get new videos out, new places to go. Need to research them a wee bit. Google Maps is a good place to do that, but or Google Earth. Nearly there. So this is the route. What we'll do is I'll take you around the route of the to the park run. So we come down the side of the river, like the Crawback Park side, and we come along. I'll turn around in a minute. We come along down here, and we come down to the Yankee Pier, turn round, and then go back again. And we finish back at the Craw Park. It's not a hard course to do. Hoping for a good day. I've got a partner to do it with me. She said she would do it with me, so thank you to her for volunteering. I didn't ask her, so but she's quite trying to think of the word. She's quite used to doing it, so she can't think of the word at the moment. Look at that big massive puddle right in front of it, look at that. So we're here, guys. We made it. Made it. I think the tide's a wee bit high today, so just now. So yeah, look at that. That big structure, which is falling apart. You can see all the cracks here, you know. Just wish it was a brighter day, but hey-ho. The liners are starting to come in. Right, take it. Come on. Try and focus on that ship. There's a ship in. There it is there. I don't know what it is. There's it in Gordon. Don't know what size it is. If you're interested, the list of the liners coming into Gordon. There's a list in the Allness and District Times. There's Gordon Downward Distillery. Fires again. I wish it was a wee bit brighter. There is still snow on Ben Wyvis. You can just see it. And there, it's nice and bright over there. Look, that's going towards Eventon and Dingwall over there. So this used to be, oh man, they used to have steps going up here. So up to that bit there, but obviously they took them down for safety reasons. Look at all this horrible horrible things. I don't know what that's doing there, it's not usually there. Okay guys, let's go back. Oh! And we'll go up the side of the river towards the Salt Park. So that was a good walk up to it, so now we've got to walk all the way back. But it's dry. It's yeah, it's breezy. Breezy. One of my followers, or one of my subscribers, she's from Texas, and she's actually over here on holiday, so I'm hoping to meet up with her, and so it'll be nice to meet one of my subscribers and get her thoughts of how she thinks the videos are going, and you know, I say this every single video. I'm astounded of the response I get from the videos. Absolutely astounded. You know, thank everyone who watches and comments or likes and, you know, subscribes. It makes my heart feel good. You know, that I'm actually doing something worthwhile. You know, it was just started as a bit of fun. You know, nothing too complicated. Just use my phone. I don't use editing equipment or anything like that, or software. I have a tripod thing, a handheld tripod that I bought from Lidl's. Just, I think it was a bit, a tenner, I think it was like $9.99 or something daft like that. And that's all I use. I don't use any of the vlogging equipment that everybody else does, like the big massive cameras and, you know, speakers and microphones and, oh man, nothing like that. Actually, simple, plain Jane, phone, tripod, here you go, that's it. You know, but again, I'm sort of like overwhelmed, you know, how good these videos are being received. Never thought I would be this long at it. You know, I thought it might be a daft wee phase. You know, maybe a couple of videos, you know, having me happy, but you know, I'm coming up to maybe about 80 videos, I think, and obviously 100 subscribers, which I'm blown away at. Just, man, thank you guys so much. You know, for even have the sort of like the courage to watch more. You know, you know I blather about anything and everything, and you know, some of the topics I've heard in the news, some of them are just like what's playing on my mind, and I can't believe that people are interested in that, you know. Again, it's just a walk in a blather, nothing special. So I'm humbled by the response you guys have given me, and I thank every video I make, you know that. For being told for most of my life that I wouldn't be amount to anything, I wouldn't have anything worthy to say, I wouldn't accomplish anything like that. I wouldn't accomplish anything, I wouldn't make anything of my life. I came from nothing, you know, and for a while I was believing it, you know. If somebody tells you things over and over and over, you do begin to believe it. But now, you know, I don't let people tell me what I can and can't do. We're all individual, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and you know, and being a Christian has helped with that. You know, I have a sticker. I collect like Christian stickers and things, and I have a sticker that says, "I may not look like anything, but Christ thought I was worth to die for." And I thought, wow, you know, my life was worth dying for, or his life. You know, it's just blows me away. You know what I mean? I'm not preaching to you, I'm not, you know, trying to get you to sort of like be Christians or anything, you know, but it's important for me to tell my story and how I feel. You know, if you don't believe in it, well, that's fine, you have your own beliefs. I don't have the authority to change your beliefs, you know. We're all individual, it's not follow the leader, you know, you don't have to follow anybody else rules or interests, or you know what I mean. But I do follow Christ, I do follow the Word of God, and again that has changed in my life. Right, I'm going to pause you for a couple of minutes, guys, okay? Okay guys, sorry about that. So yeah, that's my story, my life, my beliefs, you know. I'll pause you for a minute, guys, sorry. Okay guys. Okay. So yeah, it's how life is, the way I look at, you know, life. It's got me through. It's got me through my grief. It's got me through with dealing with my girl. You know, the struggles that goes with autism and adopting and things like that. You know, but so that's just me. You know, you have your own ways of dealing with things, and I respect that. You know, we should respect everybody's wishes, everybody's beliefs. You know, unless it's something major, like I can't give you an example just now, but there's no doubt will offend somebody, and that's what really gets to me. You know, we're going to have to sort of like end up not speaking at all, not speaking our mind just because we offend somebody. You know, and the world's turned upside down, it's getting crazy now. You know, So yeah, it's offended by every little small wee thing, you know. I mean, I know somebody that calls me short stuff, and does that offend me? No, because yes, I am short, so he is telling the truth. But that's, you know, somebody could take offence to that. They can say, oh, you're being judgmental about my height. You're being heightist or whatever. You know, I mean, it's, you know, and I make some fun of myself because I'm short. I mean, I'm only 4'9", and I'm in my 50s. You know, can't believe I'm in my 50s, jeepers. That sounds horrible. Anyway, so yeah, it's making fun of short people. You know, you can make fun of a tall person. You sort of like call them stretch. You know, if they're really, really tall. But that's just having banter. You know, that's not being offensive, but somebody else could take offence to it. And it's getting ridiculous in schools. You know, the teachers have no respect. They're not respected whatsoever. Not 1 ounce of respect for teachers now. Nothing. They can't do anything. They can't discipline kids. They can't touch them because then we say they're shouting abuse. Can't take them sort of like detention because that's taking away their freedom. They're always on their phones. They have no power. I'd hate to be a teacher now. I mean, yes, we might have given our teachers grief when we were kids, but it was never like that. It was just joking. It was just banter. It was just, you know. But we knew where our boundaries were. We knew we had to respect our elders. You know, we were there to learn, and we had to respect their rules. But there's no rules now. You know, nobody wants to be a teacher because there's no discipline or anything. And the schools are just going down to nothing. I mean, they've took away religious education, which covered all religions. You know, they're even sort of like doing communal bathrooms because it's not male and females anymore. You know, they're transgender and they want to be identified as a cat. You know, when you want to be like that, fine. That's your prerogative. You know, but don't drag anybody else into your wee world that don't want to be in it. You know. It's who you are as a person that matters. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, whatever. You want to be identified as a cat or a dog or, you know what I mean? It's the person inside that matters. It's how you treat people that matters. I mean, I know of one disabled person who thinks that everybody should sort of like, he's privileged in some way and he really is a nasty, nasty piece of work, but because he's in a wheelchair he thinks he should get away with it. Not a chance, pal. Not a chance. Doesn't give you a right to sort of like talk rubbish about other people, you know, and have little respect for other people. Just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean to say you have priority over everybody else. Yes, you may have more difficulties, you know, again, you know, yes, we have to adapt to wheelchairs and things like that. We have to adapt to blind people, you know. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute. Right. There we go. Right, we're off again. That's us. That's about them go up. Anyway, right. So yeah, it's about how you treat people. You know, doesn't give you a right to talk nasty to somebody. You know, I teach my girl respect. I teach her manners. You know, if you want to be treated like a human being with respect, you know, you have to be respectful also. I've preached this before. I've mentioned it several times. And again, the world is just going upside down. You know, there's no respect. There's no manners. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that was two motorbikes on this path. Now, yes, I was angry with them for being on a path that usually is designated for walkers and push bikes. But I got over it. You know, they can do what they want, but as long as they don't hurt anybody, that's fine. I've sort of slackened off with bikes on the pavement. I used to sort of like really get at my nose, you know, push bikes on the pavement, and then they had no respect for other people on the pavement. And that really irked me. It really got into my bones, you know. I got angry with them. I did say, you know, a few choice words. You know, but if you want to be on the pavement, that's fine, but have a little respect for other people on the pavement. You know, yes, it does say in the highway code that bicycles are not permitted on a pavement adjacent to a road. Or a bike path is not indicated. But there's no law against it, unfortunately. But again, you have to be respectable. You know, I'll allow you to, you know, if you behind me on the pavement, we're a push bike, and you walk past, you say, "Excuse me," or ring your bell, or make yourself known, rather than try to squeeze past me and give me the fright of my life because you couldn't say "excuse me." And when I do let you pass, can you please say thank you? You know, be courteous. Say please and thank you to the people who are serving you in the shops. Like, and people who are serving in the shops later or on the checkouts, please say please and thank you to your customers. Also, it works both ways. Treat those the way you want to be treated. Simple as that. But those values have been lost. You know, they have been lost. They no longer get probably taught in well, it's nursery now, it's no longer play school. Hello, birdie. You know, have a lot of respect. You know, teach your kids to have a lot of respect for their elders or to people around them. You know, I have no problem with young people, like teenagers, and you know, but they need to have a lot of respect for other people and other people's property as well. On top of that, oh right, that's where we've been, man. So that's my rant for the day over. Sorry guys, you know what I'm like when I get a subject. I rant and rant. It is true. I'm not telling you lies, I'm talking the truth. Oh, that's it's even though it's windy, it's quite warm. I'm roasting, but not that bad for taking my jacket off. I've only got a t-shirt under my jacket. What time are we at? So that's 45 minutes, and we've been down to the Yankee Pier, and then we're on our way back up to the river. So that's good going, so it won't take long. And this is the speed that I usually walk at anyway, so when I do the park run, I'm hoping to walk it. I might run a wee bit, but I need to see one of the organisers if I'm allowed to video it, or if I just turn the camera around and you see my sort of like hot sweaty face. So I need to contact her, but it will be either the end of April, beginning of May. I'll need to see if my friend will be okay with that. We've had a few new people joining the church, our Almost Baptist Church, and we've had last week was Easter Sunday, and we had a baptism on Easter Sunday, which was absolutely amazing. You know, going back to my baptism, which it'll be 6 years this year. It'll be 6 years in November since I got baptised, and it'll be 6 years in July since I got saved. So yeah, it's exciting times, Our wee church is starting to grow a wee bit, But and then the other churches, the West End, the Almost Parish Church is merging with Roskeen Parish Church, and they're closing the Almost Parish Church. So both congregations will go to the Roskeen Parish Church. Simply because, it was a hard decision to make. And I think simply because Roskeen Parish is in the centre of the town. It has a toddler group running on every second Tuesday. And it also has a church hall, which has been used for, again, the toddler group, Sunday school, and funerals. You can have a funeral tea there. I'm going to go through here. Right, we're going to head underneath the bridge here. Oh dear. I'll show you that because that's rude. The graffiti is on here, it's unbelievable. I love being underneath here. And when the water was lower, you can just see the bottom of the river. Never looking through bridges like this. Looking through to the other side, see what the other side looks like. You know that, you guys know that. Right, so we're going to go up this way. It's nice to see all the... Now, what is this called again? This stuff. Is it harsh? No. Can't remember now. Can't remember. Quin bush. No, it's not a quin bush, that's totally different. Gorse, that's it. Gorse. Like how yellow it becomes, you know, it brightens up the countryside, even though it's like a weed bush. You know, it's lovely. You know, in the height of summer, when all the flowers are out, and it feeds a lot of bees. It's a good bee plant, bush. And I noticed, I seen on Facebook this morning that Highland Council are urging you, they're wanting you to do a no mow May. So they don't want you to mow your grass in May for the bees, for all the pollinators, you know, getting rid of all your daisies and your dandelions and whatever. So it's kind of a tongue twister. No mow May. Sounds funny. Oh, a stunning afternoon. It really is lovely. And it isn't cold, it really isn't cold. Don't even know what the time is. What's the time, guys? My watch isn't playing our game. It must be 4:15, so I better get home and sort something for dinner. Don't know what's for dinner. I'm still on Slimming World, just. As I say, my IBS has been really playing me up over the past couple of weeks. So trying to stick to the plan as much as I can. It's quite hard when you don't feel great, and you know you don't really want to eat an awful lot, but you know you've got to eat to lose. You've got to eat all your vegetables and fruit, your speed fruit in the Slimming World. All the fruit and veg are free, but some fruit and veg are called speed foods, which speeds up your weight loss a bit if you eat the right amount. So a third of your plate needs to be speed kind of foods, like your cauliflowers and broccolis, and you know, I think carrots are speed as well. So yeah, trying to sort of like get away from some other things like biscuits and crisps and sweeties, which are not good in the plan. If you eat too many of them, you have amount of 15 sins a day. And if you think of quite of like say for example a fruit yogurt could take up to 3.5 sins if it's not fat free. I know, Mr. B. And other things like packet crisps could be at least between 4 to 7 sins. You know, so you've got to look at your sins wisely. Even like stuff you're cooking with, like gravy will have sins in it. Any like other sauces, you've got all your you like that microwave rice. I think that's 3.5 sins in that. You know, it's hard going. It's not easy, but once you get into the way of it and put your mind to it, you know, you can achieve your goal. My mind hasn't been sort of like 100% on it since Dad died. And again, not feeling great either. You know, I emotional eat. I do a lot of emotional eating, which is not good either. You know, but as long as I can get out of the house long enough for me not to raid the fridge or cupboards. You know, raiding the fridge isn't too bad because I've got all my cold meat and things, and there's lettuce and, you know, salad stuff in there, grapes. So raiding the fridge isn't my problem, it's raiding the cupboards that's the problem. I don't buy any biscuits now, like digestive biscuits or anything. I was terrible for chocolate digestive biscuits. You know, 3 or 4 at a time. You know, I don't really drink an awful lot of tea or coffee for the fact that I need to have something to eat with it. So I don't have it anymore. Very seldom I'll have something. If I'm having toast, I'll have a cup of tea with it. You know. Right, let's have a look at the weir today. Weir seems very fast. I can hear it. Oh, that big log is still there. Look at it. The sound of it is deafening. Now, today, we'll just stay here for a minute because there's a dog walker coming. But yeah, fast and furious. That's with all the rain and wind we had coming down from the hills. Most definitely. Yeah. The walkers coming. We'll just stay here for a minute, guys, and just let you hear the roar of the water. Right, I'll pause you for a minute, guys, okay? Okay, guys, let's keep going. Ooh. It's busy down here today because there's rain. It's lovely. It's a nice walking day. Look at that. It's, oh. We used to have, I don't know if we've still got them. In the Heritage Centre we used to have postcards with that on it. And postcards with that view on it. My brother took them many years ago. It was just sort of maybe in the 90s. And I decided to use them for illness postcards. I think we still have some. We've still got the ones with a memorial on it. Right, I'm going to pause you again, guys, just now. Oh gosh. Okay, guys. This is a wee sandy bit. It's always nice to be at, but you know, it's eroding away just now. It's starting to erode away a wee bit. There used to be a bench there, but I think they took it away, as you can see. But yeah, so that's nice. Nice. I think these are water things for Dalmore. Look at the state. Oh man, right, I need to down onto this bit because it's all muddy. It's, man, it's just, oh dear. It's just mud everywhere. Look at it. Oh, now is this where I think this is where they had a leak, a burst pipe at the Craw Park, and I think this is how they drained it, I think. But anyway, we'll go this way. Muddy, 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 muddy. Oh, rest here for a minute. Mr. Birdie. Nice to hear the water and the birdies singing away and the water's just bubbling along. You know. Oh, we're so lucky to have this river beside us, or going through all this, you know. Having to be able to walk down alongside it, you know, very, very lucky. So this is obviously this is the way you come for the park run, and we're coming out into the Craw Park now. Oh, there's that usual Morrison shopping trolley in the river, and we have a gate in the river. Look at that. The amount of trolleys that go inside this river is unbelievable. And I know there's two beside the rail line that was put over the railway bridge just before you get to Morrison's, and usually they're thrown over the walk bridge from the academy onto the railway track, which is ridiculous. Anyway, right, Craw Park, which is going to be a height of activity in the 29th of June. As I said, unfortunately I won't be there. Quite sad about it, really. I won't be able to join in. We were thinking about having a float for the Heritage Centre. I was excited to do that, or to help in any way possible. So there's going to be a lot of activities here that day. If you can spare, lend a hand, please do. They need all the volunteers they can get. Whether it's helping to do raffles, or just go around with a collection bucket, or you know, help with fencing or car parking, or well, logistics of the floats. You know, if you have not very sure if they're all taken yet, but they're having craft stalls for crafters. So if you're a crafter, go and speak to Morag Swanson in the Heritage Centre to see if there's space. I'm not 100% sure whether there's space left or not. I would have taken a table, but with my bracelets, but hey ho. So where that two figures are there, that's going to be the sort of like the stage, I think, area, or can't remember what they put in there. But that used to be the old Craw Park Pavilion until somebody kindly set it on fire long time ago. So we're going beside the river now, so this is where we've just come up. So yeah, it's going to be a hive of a lot of activity, just the same as what the pipe bands were that day, but more busier. We're going to have a lot more stalls. It's going to be in a wider area. They've learnt a lot since they had the pipe bands down here, so lessons have been learned from that day. We just need to stop people coming in setting fire to the grass, which they did last year. There's a few fires happening by certain young people, and they have been known to come in with their cars and do donuts, their motorbikes. You can see the tyre tracks there. That could be of the council cutting the grass, actually, that tyre tracks, but usually this gate is closed. I don't know why it's open at the moment. But yeah, usually they come down this bit and they do their donuts. Let's see what this says in the sign. Public notice, Honest Gala and events. Yeah, this is what's happening. 29th of June 2024, 8 AM to 6 PM. So it's just a public notice that if anybody walking through, whatever there is going to be vehicles down here. So yeah, but again, if you can volunteer anytime at all, even from the Thursday onwards to help with, fencing or things like that, please contact them, because they need all the volunteers they can get, basically. So I think once we get up to the top of this hill, I think I'll stop the video, because that's an hour and 7 minutes. So I'll just stop it when I go up here. Actual fact, what we'll do is we'll go down this way. We'll go down by the other side of the play park, and I can stop the video at the top of the walk. Our church, the Honest Baptist Church, used to do a church has left the building initiative, and that we help with things around the town, like gardening. So we've helped done this wee bit before. We've painted some of the wooden barrels in the high street. We weed the market square, things like that. So we're doing that this year in May. And so if you see us out and about on a Wednesday night, say hello. Don't be afraid to come up to us and sort of like chat. We'll be doing our first night, we'll be doing a prayer walk around Alness. And so that entails, like, we just openly pray for people, or or if we see, if we meet people, we ask them if there's anything we can pray for you, anything we like for us to pray for you, for your situation, or for family, or whatever, you know what I mean. So it's a nice wee night out, We haven't done it for a couple of years, but I really did enjoy it, I need to do some updates on the high street for you, so I'll do that just now. So I'll just go up this side. Oh man, yeah, I'm forgetting about the updates for the high street. So, our first update is across the road where the Bank of Scotland was, is now the place drop-in, and they were up where the old Christmas shop used to be. So they're now in there. Oh gosh, right. I'll need to pause you for a minute because there's lots and lots of people in the high street now. Hold on. Date is that building right across from us. It used to be their butchers, but something's happening there, but we don't know what as yet. Sonny's was next door, so they're moved up to the top of the high street. So I'll show you another one. Right, another update is that we've got a new Barber's opening. I don't know when it's going to be opening. So that's beside Reflection, and this one used to be our Saver shop here, so it's now going to be Mackay's. So they're moving down into this shop from their previous location, which was Victoriana's. So okay, I'll pause you for a minute, guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to stop the video here. Thank you for joining me. So that's all the updates I have for the high street. Thank you again for joining me on another walk. Sorry it was so long in between videos. Weather and health played a big part in it. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, please like it, because it helps my channel grow on YouTube. And thank you for all the subscribers, all 100 of you. You know, I still can't believe I've reached 100 subscribers already. So thank you, as usual. You know, I always thank you every video I do. So the next video will hopefully be after the Easter holidays. Hopefully I'll get one in before I do the park run. So until then, take care and see you again. Ta-ta!